Let some messages got heavy. I was thinking about all the different relationships I've been in, man. Well, I put people in front of me, man, and not laughing at nobody, definitely not. As silent as the whispers of God, while holding conversation with people. And I'm not just talking about a relationship with women. I'm talking about just relationships in general. Any city or state I've touched, man, where I care more about what they thought than what God truly wants me to do in life. And this is from a shorty, man. This is from understanding what language mean and just on the journey, man. When I truly drop down at church on Easter, I see the difference. I see the let go of any anxiety, any thoughts of negativity, any thoughts of a bill, any thoughts of my housing situation, any thoughts, any. Because God has the ultimate care package. God is the ultimate real estate agent. God is the ultimate bank holder, lender. It's prosperity, man. You have to truly have faith and believe in your soul and your heart. This is last. This here is up here is last. It's beyond last. You don't. It's a transformation. I don't care who come around. You don't change up. You know, you walk so great in your glory that people don't even want to gossip around you about other people because they know you're not going to even be having it. You know, your discernment is high level. Your frequency is on beyond this matrix. You know, you don't hold your head down. You don't try to have low self-esteem or your eyes where you looking at people how you're supposed to look at them. You're piercing through their soul because you let them know I'm walking with Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, JC, baby. That I don't sugarcoat even what the shield is beaming. My aura is glowing. You know, it's no fabrication. I'm not trying to shade and hide it and oh somebody just there coming. I'm not gonna act. I'm not gonna walk in. Man, my aura kicks the door down. My God is opening the doors. I'm supposed to be there. I don't care if you sit up there and got 1,000 plaques from all these different degrees and all of this. You know, I've known you've been inherited or you have trillions in the. That has nothing to do because no one has more control and more finances than the creator of all. You have to know it. You have to believe it. You will achieve it. I will pay for it. Like my mom, God bless my mom, Myrtle Omega Brooks. She said, you fold it up, you pay for it, and you give it to God. I don't care about what that sign says. You don't know what somebody's going through, what they're going to be going through. Whether that sign saying they need it for this, that's not for you to say. They're lying. That's not for you to say. So I've always, and that's always been embedded and instilled in me. So when it's in my walk, I know who God is in my life. And he's the head of the round table. The foundation has been set in stone as it is set in literature and it is date and timed. And I walk with God's glory no matter who it is. Like I said, I don't fan base over nobody. I'm not the whatever you want to say celebration or a celebrity. I don't care who that title is. If you're not walking with God, what are you doing? And that's your choice and your decision. But there's so many people globally that need to be touched that know that John Lewis Haynes is a true serum and I'm walking with him. And if you don't like it, God bless you truly. I can just long distance you. I don't have to do it. God will do it. There's no sugarcoating. There's no playing games about my walk. The journey is real. I wouldn't change nothing. I wouldn't change nothing about my shell. The only thing I like to do, like I said, is just put a little muscle on a slim frame. And that happens from discipline. Salute to my nephew Jeremiah Holly, who's in the girl who's in the army. I call him Superman because he done got swole. He got me, like you said, to a day. And he's been there since I've been on these platforms, and he's been, man, been there one of them cats that's really been pressing me. And I hit a heavy workout this morning, just all body weight, and I'm gonna do it again. God bless this evening. You know who you know. If you know who you know, then you know how I feel about you. But it's truly just strolling with JC and not allowing suffering to affect me, because if I allow suffering to affect me, what good am I to someone in need? You know, my story is real. I've been through pain and suffering. I've been through superficial. I've put pain on people. I've asked for forgiveness. God has forgiven me. You know, I speak about my story on all the platforms, about the negativity, walking in the fear. There's no fear when God doesn't give you fear. There's no negativity when God is positivity. God touches me physically, spiritually, emotionally. You don't give up. Your goals are real. You're around people that drink, and you was just drinking yesterday. I don't drink no more. Man, you was just drinking with me, and we was just sloppy drunk. We was saucy, I call it, where you like, whoa. I'm changing my life through the grace of God. He wants me to change my life, and he touched me in a dream, where he touched me this morning, touched me on the way here, coming out the liquor store with the 6-pack. And I put it in the trash. Man, you could have gave it to me? Nah, I couldn't have gave it to you. God want me to put it in the trash. Man, I'm about to, now we can't hang around because you want to go buy your beer, you want to sit around, you want to smoke with a herb, whatever. That's your thing. We can still have our conversations, but if you're in your feelings where you feel like I'm not the same person because I'm not inebriated, you know, I'm not talking about superficial things. And like I said, my whole conversation is not always about God. I'm not saying that's nothing's wrong with that. It's definitely not. But I'm not saying, well, I'm putting up a security blanket where if I don't keep constantly speaking about God, I may fall back into some type of way. No, I have a security on Viper Alarm on who I am. I know who I truly am, and I walk in God's glory, and I know I won't deter from what my walk is. And abundance would be mine. It is mine, because my abundance comes first before any financial. My abundance of asking God to change me. Like Tamala Man said, change me, Lord. Make me more like you. Touch yourself and ask God to change you. Don't hold in them tears. You're going to drown eternally. Don't worry about them who you're around. That may change somebody in a room of 30 who may not even want to be able to feel afraid to say something to you or come over and say, man, you changed my life, because they still dealing with things, something where the emotions of everybody laughing. So if I go say something, they're going to think I'm inquisitive about what they're doing. They may call you. That's still okay, because you're seeking to get closer to God. In my personal walk, that's the greatest glory we can have. That's the greatest glory you can have. The kindness of God in my heart. To walk in the room and walk with God, and you see it and you know it, and I still stay kind. I still stay funny. I still laugh. I still love. I don't have to try to smother you with it. You can tell when somebody doesn't want to hear it, but I won't stop what I'm speaking about in the moment, because I see your energy is saying, oh, here he come. Yeah, here I come. Strolling with JC, baby. Walking with the will of God. Yeah, here I come. Get ready for it, because I'm already here, man. Like I said, my aura opens the door, man, before I even step in the room. Excuse me. But it's real. If that keeps people out of my life, God's will shall be done. Do at times I feel alone physically? Yeah. But I know God will put in my life someone that really wants to be there for me and wants to and has a will to want to better their life, better her life, and help uplift me. And we walk together and we get this, our care package comes together. Unification, that upper crust I speak about through the grace of God. Not someone while I'm out to downsize who I am, so I don't want her to feel overwhelmed by who I am. If she sees the glow up, she wants to attach to it. And then the questions come about, how were you able to let go of this when you spoke about you've been through this? I had to acknowledge that it was a crutch. I had to go through so much of letting it go and trying to hold on to it. You can't hold on to it. Once God closes that door, there's no going back. There's no going back. That's why I say you have to shed the tears. If you don't shed the tears, you're going to be trying to go back. It's over. No matter how many years or seasons, when you know it's over and the communication is void, you have to walk through that door that God is opening. Leave. You can still pray for them. You're going to go through the emotion of who they with physically, sexually. You're going to go through that because that's a part of letting go. It's going to be all right. You don't substitute just for somebody that you say, oh, that person. Now you're looking for that person and trying to almost find a like-minded person or even looking like that person to keep an attachment. It's going to become a domino effect of the same old spirit. You lay down with them energies, you're going to take that with you. And it's not going to stop until you ask God, can you put in my life a mate that truly sees who I am and wants to walk with me, help me grow as I help them grow, and connect with your light. And when they see us, they know it's true. You're going to always have finger pointers. Because maybe they're not in their time, or maybe they just say, I don't want to even walk with God or so-called Jesus Christ. I like my life like it is. That's okay. They can have multiple jobs, or they can make good money, inheriting money. That's okay, and they think that's all it is. That's okay for them. Like I said, I almost had an atheist mentality when I said physically, man, if Jesus Christ ain't physically able to touch me, them is all just talk. That's all just talk. I don't care in the Bible. That's all just talk. God, if you can't change my mom's predicament, what I'm seeing, are you even real? But that's a part of the growth to know I was able to go through that. God didn't persecute me for that because that's a free will. So you have to come into your own when you realize it's God's will for you to go into that state of walking to look where I'm at now at 55. That was a part of my journey. I just didn't give up. Even in my state of wanting to, I still didn't give up. So say this is one of the most beautiful transformations. Tyrese was speaking about it, transformation. Because he was in 2 Transformer movies. Jesus Christ is the ultimate transformer. Never gave up on his will, what he said his father said his will shall be done, even in death, but his death wasn't the end. Stomach growling, but that's for God. That's for God. Get to the point that even if I'm hungry, I still need that nourishment from God, that sustenance from God, before actually putting actual food in my mouth. And she got heavy saying, this is what I'm here for through these social medias. This is what I'm here for. The stage has already been set. Abundance is mine. And it's spiritual first. Consistency, discipline, the will to stroll with JC, and the will to touch one, and it becomes that effect that person speak on that person. I may not see this person. They may not leave a comment. I love leaving comments. But to know I'm speaking God's truth, it's not for them to call me or text me or email me or say, man, thank you. Thank God. But if it happens, at least I get to meet them and get to expound on, get to know who they are, and we can connect. Or it was just that one time. Just thank God. If you do anything, thank God. If my name is being mentioned or screamed on different platforms that he's putting me on, like now I'm already on, and it gets greater, all I see is God. All I see is God. There's no fame that can have me going. I call it cuckoo. Was the saying cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. What would you do for a Klondike bar? Going Jack in the Box, the old doo-doo-doo when it popped up. Losing your mind. John Lewis Hayes. John, oh my God, you so beautiful. You so fine. You so fine. Thank you. But it's only God's grace that the shell look like this. Because what I've been through, my God, I won't lose one, like they said, faith of a mustard seed. Because you're looking at the shell. What's in my care package is God. You'll have some who are, come on now. I understand you saying God, but come on, man, you can give yourself some credit. Give myself some credit. Can't give myself no credit. I give God the ultimate credit. And through God giving God the ultimate credit, it touches me. But for you to want me to verbally say that, somebody said one time to me, no names needed, because I'm not pushing that out there like that. I heard something about you. Through the will of God, I said, oh, that's what you about? Just like David Banner was just speaking about. He was speaking about someone. And somebody else expounded. Yeah, they was talking about that person. They was gossiping about that person. He said, why did they feel comfortable to say it around you? Because in my walk, they wouldn't say it around me because they know who I am. So think about it. That person said, I heard something about you. I didn't know I was going to say this. It was God allowing me to get out the matrix and say, so that's what you on? So that's who you are? That person left me and sat down. Think about it. Looking for me to go, what they say about me? What they say about me? What they say? People don't know so much about me that they social media, but when I'm working around people or just around people who really don't know me, a lot of people guess about it. They so curious, they started coming up with stuff. Well, I heard he from here, and I heard he from here, and I heard he was married twice, and I heard this, and I saw him talking to Teresa, and she was smiling, and she'll never be smiling in no man face like that, because she's Muslim, and I saw them walking out together, and he walked into a car, and and they must be doing something, and then he was talking to Tammy, and oh, he's a ladies' man. I'm a golly man. Everything and I was about my shell. Because I'm beautiful. And I am. But it's the within I understand. I understand. It's within quality before it's the shell of the face and all that. And the chocolateness of me and all that. You know what I'm saying? But it's the inner I understand. And you have some who directly say, man, what was y'all talking about? What? Are you seriously asking me what me and this another person was talking about? Is none of your business. Now, if they want to expound on you what we was talking about, so be it. But to come directly to me asking me that, come on, man. I'm cutting it down like a tree, baby. And I want our trees to be saved, but I know what it is. We don't go there. I don't even have to say it. The sermon and the look will let you know. I don't play them games. So for somebody to say to me, I heard something about you. That's what you want? 100 people in the room could be saying something about me and looking at me. I'm not going to leave. Nobody's talking to me in an event, a function. art gallery, whatever it be. I'm gonna keep enjoying the art. I'm gonna keep walking with JC. I'm gonna keep enjoying that I actually came and celebrated somebody's artwork that I may not even know. I may just got some off the Instagram or something. And oh man, it's pretty. Maybe I want to see if I can get this person to paint a picture, a mural of my mom. But I'm just checking them out and getting the vibe. And I walk in the room and my energy through the grace of God shift the whole room. Who is that? Now someone's in their feelings because they're looking at my oh man, the women finna gravitate toward him. That's your insecurity. Because it's not mine. I don't carry that no more. At all. When you choose to give your life to God, you have no insecurity, no depression, no anxiety, no past tendencies can do anything but allow you to reflect with somebody how you were able to overcome it through the grace of God. That's what it's about in my walk as John Lewis Haynes, a child of God. Strolling with JC. That's what it's about. I won't dim my light ever again. Ever. Not never. Ever again. For no one. You can't be afraid to ask somebody how that they were able to glow up. If you're feeling that, you have to let it go, because how can you ask me? How can you ask another individual like me, another spirit like me? Maybe not happen at that time, but it's okay if it don't happen. It's okay if you don't leave a comment and ask me. Well, in your time, you ask me or you ask somebody else that's glowing up and giving God the grace and God the glory. It's true. So I'm going to go ahead and grab me some of this oatmeal and just vibe on and catch me a good suspense movie or chase movie and catch the bad guy. But she got Heavy J, man. It's the care package, baby. Karen, love it. Prosper.